Hi, Stavy baby, eldest, esteemed guest. Okay, I'm going to try and make this quick.
Okay.
I have a friend. I've only known them for maybe like 2-3 years now. I'm done hanging out with them. They're the kind of friend who always like puts me down. They think I get like way drunker than I am when we go out.
Awesome.
And
Pause this.
Wait, I didn't hear it.
Incredible. She said they think I get way drunker than I am when we go out. I'm just gonna tell you, sister, you're on thin ice with that comment. It's like you still might be not a fucking piece of shit, but every person's like, I wasn't even that fucked up, dude. Very rarely are they the reasonable party when their two people have fallen out. But we're gonna take the cautious approach. We're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Keep playing eldest.
When we go out, and then they'll start telling everybody like my sexual conquest, stories from my whole phase, things that I've done that are maybe embarrassing or private. And they're a big fan of putting me down in front of other people, right? Mm-hmm. Also, there's things, it's always when there's other like single guys around, they love to make a fool out of me.
I see.
That's
okay.
I'm done hanging out with them.
Fair.
My thing is, do you think I owe it to them to let them know their behavior? Like,
have we done this call
before? Or do they
before?
already know the kind of person they are? Caveat to the story is they've told me about almost every single friendship group they've fallen out of over the past, 10 years. They haven't remained friends with nary one group of people because they're a fucking bitch. I guess that's my question. I feel like we've, grown close enough where I kind of feel like I owe it to them to let them know, hey, you do these things that upset people, and this is why no one wants to hang out.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
Or, I don't know, maybe they know well about who they are already.
Of course.
Any advice would be appreciated. Yeah, love the show. I love Albanians. I grew up around them, so. All right, bye.
Okay, well, that's your problem. Bad judgment. You love Albanians, and this is one of your close friends?
Albanians do like to do shit like this.
That is true. This actually is some old world hazing.
This is petty little immigrant shit where, I could see this kind of behavior.
That's true. Oh, look. Yeah, you're around 4 hot girls. Look, remember when fucking Elder shit his pants? That is true. There's a lot of stabbing your friends in the back and bullying. So she's talking about getting bullied by your friend.
Yeah, she's being bullied. That just made me think of a problem I'm facing right now. I can't even think about helping her because.
Do you want us to weigh in on your issues? Because we can.
Fuck this bitch.
Do you want to speak about it, and you don't have to get as specific or general as you want, but let us know.
Similar situation, but I made a friend a while ago, and he actually started talking about a similar problem this woman had, where I have this friend, he kind of sucks, but I don't know whether to tell him listen, you suck.
Right.
But then later, I found out that this friend sexually assaulted this girl.
Oh my god!
And then I stopped hanging out with him, but without. And then I would just ignore his texts, and I just didn't know whether to tell him why.
Yeah. Yours is a little different. She's in a frenemy situation. You befriended a unbeknownst to you, you befriended a and I think that's actually much more open and shut than my friend is kind of rude to me. I'm glad we fixed your problem.
Oh, but should I tell him that he's a racist?
I don't. Oh, okay. I mean, that is actually up to you. I don't think you need to. Okay, it's actually what you feel, right? I think you're not. You've done what you needed to do by cutting this person out of your life. If they really, because it's not like he's one of your closest friends, right?
No.
If it was somebody close to you where you actually were cared about them, you would, I think the right move is to be you need to make, you fucked up in a major way.
Totally.
You need to fucking repent, whatever that means, make it whatever. I mean, I don't know what it is, in whatever way you need to make up for this shit. And then maybe you're fucking if you have a friend who does something horrible, then you just have to be dude, you have to fix this, or else, not just me, but everybody in your life, you're going to be, people are going to abandon you. And by the way, it's not about you. You need to fucking fix the thing you did. But if it was like you made a friend and they're a general friend and then you hear that they did something fucked up, it's like, to me, if someone's already on thin ice, or if like I'm just not that close to them and then they do something insanely fucked up, it's like, it's not my fucking job to fix them. I just have to get them out of my life.
Okay, good.
And I just don't support them. And yeah, just not supporting them, I think, is the main thing. Especially if they're just like not upfront about it, or if they're lying or whatever the fuck. Now, in this girl's case, I think it's the kind of thing where, yes, this is kind of classic. These are the kind of friendships that are childish. Mm-hmm. This is like shit that is from high school, middle school. Like when you don't know to just be like, hey man, don't treat me like that.
Yeah.
Like I had friends like that growing up. And especially, I'm going to guess our caller here, I hear it. It's something I'm familiar with. She's probably a little people pleasy, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's, I know this because I would fall into this trap of being in these kind of like fucked up relationships. And I'm going to guess she had a fucked up parent or two fucked up parents. Cause like to me, this is classic. For me, all this shit stems from like my relationship with my dad, where it's just like, you just want to it was always easier to make an unreasonable person to bend towards them, because then life is just easier if you just like, instead of standing up for yourself. Totally. And that's a hard pattern to break. And I think that's what our friend here needs to do, is just be like, is to just cut them out of their life. Now, I would say you're not going to accomplish anything by being like, you have hurt my feelings and the way you behave is not acceptable, right? But because here's what's good. I know exactly how that person's going to react. They're not going to be like, whoa, have I really been doing that? I should change. And even if they pretend they don't know, in the back of their fucking head they know. Or even in a more sinister way, they're the kind of person that's going to make themselves the victim. They're going to pretend like, oh, that's so unfair. Oh, I had a couple jokes, but it wasn't the worst thing. Yeah. You're never going to get a satisfying. These people live in their own reality, you know, because if they were honest with how they're mistreating people, they would feel very bad.
Yeah.
But they convince themselves that what they're doing is just normal, or it's just hazing, or this is what being friends is, right? But having said that, for you, it would be a good exercise to set a boundary and be like, this is unacceptable. You've treated me like this, this, and this. Get ready for them to be like, no, I didn't. And then you're like, you actually did. And this is another problem, is that you fucking lied to me. You're like, what? You don't understand reality. And until you apologize for everything you've done and are realistic, we can never be friends again. You can do that for you as a type of personal growth, for almost like practicing standing up for yourself to somebody that doesn't matter, somebody you've already written off and who deserves this like talking to. But if you don't feel like it, and your thought is like, do I owe it to them? You don't owe them shit. You could just walk away. And if they're ever like, hey, why aren't you hanging out? It's like, oh, remember the fucking 15 times you pretend? And by the way, I want to apologize. I see what she means where she accuses her of getting too drunk. It's not that our friend here is too sloppy. It's that this person just like, oh, you should have seen fucking Michelle last week. She was fucking falling out of the cab, you know, like just making her seem like a piece of shit. So that's my. I think this is a classic situation. A lot of people go through this. The earlier you get these kinds of people out of your life, the better. And so, yeah, just move forward. And at the root of this problem is your nature, is you being a people pleaser, is you attracting the type of people that, because look, you might cut this girl out of your life. Other people will come back. That's how human psychology, I don't understand why, but we are over and over again attracted to kind of the wrong people when you grow up in a fucked up situation. So this is going to happen again. And this is good for you to just have your fucking antenna up. But, you know, we're rooting for you.
Damn.
Good luck.
Great advice.
Thank you. Thank you. I've dealt with that shit too. I think it's hard. A lot of people.
I always want to feel like, I think of like the other person's position. I'm like, well, if I were them, I would really want somebody to tell me like, hey, I'm acting fucked up. Like I always fear like, am I like doing something wrong and no one's telling me? So like that part of me would want to like tell them, but like you're right that they would.
You would never treat a person like that. And by the way, if somebody told you something, you would listen, and like, because to that, you know, or at least you would like hear them out.
Yeah.
Or you would at least consider what they're saying is real. Whereas like I think these people live in a kind of fake
Yeah, they just
reality.
rationalize.
They rationalize
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
and sometimes I'm jealous of it because I mean they're too selfish. But like it's not a bad thing to look out for yourself first, and I think it's important to look out for yourself first to have your bases covered. But that doesn't mean you can't be kind to other people, and in other times, in specific instances, put others first. That's like community, that's friendship, that's love, whatever. But sometimes I'm jealous of people who just like, no, I don't want to do that. Fuck you.
Just never any self
You know?
doubt.
Yeah. Or just put the, I think like people that doubt themselves could use a little more of that, and they could use a nice dollop of
Exactly.
not even self-doubt, maybe just a little self-reflection. Whoever is like mean to her is not thinking, is not considering what she's doing wrong for people. She's like, oh, come on, don't be a baby.
Yeah.
And then she'll try and fuck her husband or whatever. And then like this girl was like, oh, okay, it was fucking Mardi Gras. Is that big a deal? I sucked your husband's dick for 2 minutes. God, you're a bitch.